Then that came from my workout Zumba. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got infinity.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling well because of this pain. I have a little pain here.
Yeah.
And then she showed me a while ago her small plastic. It's like plastic.
Yeah.
It's like a sealer.
Yeah.
It's like a sealer.
Yeah.
And then he told me, okay, you have pain? Yeah, I have here. She told me to go to the CR. No, I'll just put it here. I don't need the CR, so I take it here.
Okay.
No, no more. That's why I asked her. No. Because I asked her, when did you put your...
It actually works in minutes sometimes.
She told me this morning, but now, I just put mine.
Earlier, right? When you arrived.
Yeah,
That's good.
really, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not from this business. I'm just a visitor. That's it.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Awesome.
So that's great. So it does relieve most pain. If your boss is ever being a pain, just put a sticker on him. Maybe he'll go away. Hey, sweet Marilou, can you get her a chip for a headache? She has a headache.
Yeah.
It's okay, you won't have for long.
Who has a headache? Who has anything? We'll give this to you guys for a gift. Who has a pain? Oh, checking pain. Okay.
Now each of these chips last for about 3 days. So one thing about living where we live, the Philippines is not that different from Guam. It's very humid. So there is a chance that because we just sweat, in a big month, that may not last that long. So there's nothing wrong with doing a piece of medical tape where we have a piece of our chip. And also we have what's called a chip stick, which is a little more adhesive. You can just put on the back of the chip and you put it on wherever you put it. So they always stick better. But they have to try, when you're putting the adhesive on the chips, you have to keep in mind the different environments. And if you put so much adhesive on the chip that it will stick on you for 3 days in the Philippines, then if you put it on and you're somewhere dry like Arizona, it will probably never come off. So you have to kind of have a meaning. So that's one thing, living in a humid environment, we have to understand is that it's good for 3 days, but it may not stay on by itself for 3 days. So you may want to use
medical tape.
Right, medical tape or medical adhesive to help it stay on. The EMF chip.
But if you can find a medical tape, this is softer. Actually, you do sharp edge.
Okay, how many of you people have cell phones?
Everybody here.
Everyone? Everyone, right? How many have more than one?
More than one cell phone?
More than two.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'll tell you what, you know how much radiation these things put out? Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. If you go online to Google and Google cell phones and brain tumors, there are months worth of reading of articles about what this stuff causes. So the one thing we have, probably in my opinion, the most important product we have, and it's probably the one that the least people buy, is the electromagnetic EMF, electromagnetic frequency chip. What this does is it helps to absorb the harmful effects of radiation before they enter your body. So if you have a cell phone, simple chip to put on the front and on the back. If you have a PC, laptop computer, microwave oven, any electronic device that emits radiation, I would definitely put a chip on it. It's probably the least sold because you really don't get any kind of a emotional attachment to it. You know, if you put a chip on that relieves your pain, you're like, oh, this is great. But you just won't get attached to something you stick on your phone. But it's very important to really, for your future, to try to prevent medical problems from arising that are going to come from the radiation from phones and other electronic devices. I have a friend that has one of those iPad 4. You seen those things? I can't afford one myself, but he got one for his 2-year-old son. And they get this little kid that's, barely walking, and he's already playing on this iPad, doing all that crazy stuff. And his skull isn't even fully established yet. And I'm like, dude, you're radiating your kid. So he's got these chips all over his iPad now. But it's definitely needed.
Yeah. How do you do you have to put some samples or just one cell?
Yeah, they actually come in little pairs. One big one for the back and a small one on the front. These will last 8 weeks. These are good for 8 weeks. Yep. I had a thought I was going to say about something too, but it escaped me. I'll come back to it. Yeah, 8 weeks is what those will last. Now, you guys have probably seen a few different, what they claim to be energy bands on the market, right? Seen some stuff that kind of looks like this? The only difference between their product and ours, or I should say the only similarity between their product and ours, they look like a band. That's the only similarity. I've seen them out there that are like the quantum, block radiation. We've seen those, and then the power balance, which is the positive ionization band. If you want positive ionization, let me give you a helpful hint. Right? It's good for you, but if you squeeze lemon in your water, you get the same effect. Put a little lemon in your water, you don't have to pay $40 for a band for the power balance. Now ours is a little bit different. Ours is actually what's called a CX2 chip, and it works with the meridian points in your wrist the same way acupuncture would to give you energy, balance, endurance, better circulation, mental focus, and mental clarity. So it's a lot more than just an energy band. I mean, a lot more. And you guys have probably seen demos out there on different things as far as the balance goes. And if you haven't, I'd be happy to show you one now. Does anyone want to see how this thing works? Sure you do.
Mr. Rufino, come on. We'll do a simple test on you.
Want to be a guinea pig?
Yeah.
What's fun is you'll see similar tests in other products too. And what I always like to do is do this test while they have that product on.
Simple test on you.
Okay, this is just the CX2 band. Okay, like I said, similar test, but you're going to like this. I'm going to ask you to just stand, face the audience here. Put your hands, actually, let's stand sideways so they can see what I'm doing. I don't want to think I'm cheating. Right here. Okay.
Press start? Yeah.
And I'm going to
Put your
put my
feet together. Yeah. And then keep your balance.
all I'm going to do is push straight down on your hands.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to resist.
Pigilan niyo, sir. Tutulak niyo yung kamay niyo.
Just resist, okay?
Okay?
Not a lot of resistance.
Sige. Sunod niyo yan. Lagay niyo sa kamay niyo. Okay. Ganun din. Gawin niyo yung sir. Okay? The same thing. Alright. Keep your balance, huh?
Ready?
Again. Nakita niyo yung pagkakaiba? Pag hindi niyo suot yung yung backpack, you were able to keep your balance. And because it works instantaneously, this product here, when you wear it.
Who else wants to try it out? You want to fit? Come on up.
Jonah, okay, come on.
Come on up, Vinny.
Okay, yes, okay, good.
Jonas can try it too.
Alright, Jonah.
Hands go.
Alright, look straight ahead.
I'm just going to push straight down. And I want you to resist, okay? Try not to fall backwards.
Okay, so yan.
Now this is going to be fun because she's going to be surprised at how she gets.
Put your feet together and keep your balance and look straight ahead. Yeah.
Ready?
That awesome?
What's he doing?
Okay, Jonas, come on.
Ito na. Get ready for YouTube, huh?
Put your feet together, please. Okay.
Ready? He's a strong guy.
Suot mo yung ganyan.
Where, left or right?
Matter of fact, you know what? Don't even put it on.
But. Just put it in front of him. Okay, so yeah, put your feet together and do the same thing. Yeah, okay.
Because the aura is so connected with it already.
Right, ready?
Ready?
Okay.
Kahit hindi mo siya ito.
More resistant,
Wear it. Mas
It doesn't matter whether you wear it or just as long as it's near your body, it will work.
We'll try.
See,
I want to make sure everybody that wants to see this for themselves sees it. It's one thing to see other people do it, but to feel it is different, right? Ready?
The same thing, put your feet together, put your hands, keep your balance.
Ang lakas niya, niya. Yes, the ball.
This is great for people who are, in the housekeeping department. Because you'll be energized when you wear the band. You'll be energized. You'll have endurance.
So, let me tell you about how we came about using this as a band. As you can see, we have NBA bands and WNBA. Anyone know how the game turned out today?
The NBA basketball.
Celtics won, so 2-1 now, right? Okay. Well, the company headquarters is in Houston, Texas, and Houston has a lot of athletes. They've got the Dallas Texans football team there, the Houston Rockets, the Houston Astros. So when the company decided that they have this product that would increase your performance, better balance, strength, endurance, they thought, you know what, athletes are the best people to test this on. So they took it to some of the Rockets basketball players. Now the one thing they learned is that if you take something to an athlete and it gives them the edge over another athlete, they're not telling anybody about it, right? Why would you? Why would you want to share that? I'm keeping this to myself. So word wasn't getting out very quickly. So they went another route and ended up using the networking is what we're seeing now. But the funny thing is that word did eventually get out, not from the players that are currently in the NBA, but from those that have been before. We have some partnerships with Lisa Leslie in the WNBA, Rudy Tomjanovich, who coached the Houston Rockets to 2 World Series titles, not World Series, but World NBA titles. And they took this to the NBA and the WNBA. And here's what's neat. They had their doctors and lawyers and scientists do another review on all of our products. And when they came back to the table, not only were they approved for use by the NBA and WNBA players, we actually have a licensing and marketing agreement with the NBA and WNBA. We can actually have, and we have created NBA bands. You can get a band in your favorite team's colors if you're a basketball band. And so that's a real validation for us. That was a big shot in the arm that the number 5 best known brand in the world, the NBA, has partnered with us in this endeavor. So you guys have saw a little bit of what the band's going to do for you. One thing, if you guys have ever tried to market a product before, especially in the wellness industry, have any of you ever tried to do that before? No one? It's okay. We've had a couple that we've tried to market before, and they were good products, but usually you don't feel an effect right away. You know, if you take a vitamin, I take a vitamin at 8 o'clock in the morning. How do you think I feel at 9 o'clock? Same way I felt at 8 o'clock, right? You don't feel those things work on you. But with this band, with these chips, you can get a nearly immediate, if not immediate effect. And that's powerful when you're trying to show someone how good a product really can be for them. So this is neat for us. These bands are awesome for what they do for you. And with just a real quick demo, people get to see, wow, this really is real. This can help. And the neat thing is you don't feel any better, any different when you're wearing it. It's just a band on your wrist. But when you need the endurance, when you need the energy, when you need the strength, it's there for you. Okay, earlier you said, everyone said they know someone that deserves to lose a little weight, right? Well, we do have a weight management system. Just came out, I believe, in November. was when they launched this. This is actually a series of products. It's not just one product, but a series of them. And they each kind of do something different for your body to help the weight management process. I don't want to speak for all products on the market, but most products on the market target one thing. They'll target appetite suppression, or they'll target boosting your metabolism, things like that. So what we have is a series of products that kind of do all these things for you. We've got a product which helps with appetite suppression, one which helps with portion control, one that helps your body to burn fat rather than to store fat. We have one that helps to alleviate the sweet tooth. Any of you guys ever just kind of lay awake in bed knowing that there's that last piece of cake in the refrigerator? Like, man, I should get up and eat that, you know? You just get that sweet tooth, right? And so I'm like that. I can't go to sleep if there's a pie in the refrigerator. So it's so it helps with that sweet tooth. But unfortunately, nobody here has known me since I joined this. But when I first joined Cie Aura in October of last year, I weighed 247 pounds. As of when we got on the plane to come here, I was at 218, down 29 pounds so far. So this is my favorite product, or series of products, the weight management system. And the nice thing about this is that you actually do manage your weight without having the cravings and things like that for the stuff. And you know, if you have I ate a couple of cookies today in the back, and I was like, you know what? You don't gain 30 pounds back on if you have a cookie. So it's a really nice system. Of course, anything that's sold in the U.S. that has anything to do with weight management, you have to have studies done. So we did a 193 participant study over the course of 100 days, and of those people, every single one of them lost weight. There was no one that didn't lose weight. The average weight loss was 25 pounds, and we have people that lost a lot more than that. Here's a little bit of before and after pictures. The guy on the far left, our company's #3 income earner is a young guy named Austin Tice. He's 26 years old, good looking, single. I'll bring him over here. You ladies will love him. But this is his uncle over here on the far left. His uncle weighed just shy of 400 pounds when he started on the weight management system. He stayed on the system even after the 100-day trial. He's down over 110 pounds now. And he takes those jeans everywhere he goes. If he's going to just put gas in his car, he takes his jeans with him. Just to remember, because there was a time he couldn't get out and go put gas in his car. He just didn't feel like he even had the energy to get up. So for him, it's just a reminder of the things that he couldn't do before. And so, you know what? I'll come back to that in a minute. That's kind of it on the products. I just want to take a second and see if there's any questions you guys got on what we've gone over so far. How's your headache? Huh? It's okay? Is it better than before?
How about you, Leah? How's your...
How's the tennis elbow?
Wow.
We're going to have to come out with a Viagra chip so we can just give that people and then halfway through the presentation say, how's that working for you?
Okay, Mr. Abuan, kamusta yung ano mo? Okay? Feeling much better? Awesome.
So that's fun, right? Well, yeah.
The weight management is also a chip.
The chips are a part of it. Yeah, it comes with chips. They're actually small, a little smaller than the ones that went around earlier for the sleep. And you put the weight management, you would place one chip just on the outside of your ear right here, and then a second chip on the opposite knee. Now, if you put your hand on your knee like this, where this finger sits, there's a soft spot. Right? You would put the second chip right in that knee. Yeah. Right. So if it's on this one, it would be on this knee. And you want to alternate those every week. What you do with the chips just to give you a little demonstration, is you put a chip here, you leave for 6 days. On the 7th day, take them off. Then you start again, chip here, 6 days. 7th day, take them off.
So one chip is for 1 week?
Yes.
Yes. But you use the chips, because you use one here and so that's 1 week, 6 days, and then on the 7th day you rest. And then you start again on the 8th day. So after 7 days, you want to make sure it's the same.
After 6 days, rest
There's
one.
sometimes on there, you
Right.
want to make sure it's just you wear it all the time.
Yeah.
I'd like to use it on my sister.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to look her up. Yeah, that's how those work. What those chips do is they are what helps your body to learn to burn fat instead of storing fat. That's how they're programmed. The intrinsic energy of those chips. The product I was telling you about for the sweet tooth, what that is actually a spray. You spray it on your tongue about 30 seconds, and your tongue will lose the taste. The taste buds that taste sweet, those receptors, it numbs those. So for about 45 minutes to an hour, if you had a piece of cake, it would taste like cardboard. Right? So you won't, right, so you may get through that craving for that piece of sweets that you thought you needed. So that's what that is. And it's not permanent, so there'll come a day you can taste cake again. There's another product, the one that helps with portion control is actually a little tablet. What you do is you take 2 of those about a half an hour before your 2 biggest meal of the day. And what that does is these tablets expand in your stomach, right? And they make it so that you begin to feel fuller sooner so you don't overeat, right? Now, I don't like necessarily appetite suppressant kind of things because you're supposed to feel hungry when you're hungry, right? It's unnatural to tell your body to no, you don't feel hungry even when you are, because that's when all of a sudden your energy's lower, so your metabolism goes lower, so you're still storing fat, not burning it, and so that's I don't like those. It's better instead of actually trying to control your appetite, suppress your appetite, to just make your body feel a little fuller sooner, so that you still feel hungry when you're hungry, right? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
I think so. So you want to talk about money?
Yes, siyempre.
Okay. Is there anyone here that doesn't want to talk about money? You have all the money you could ever want? Okay. I'm probably going to draw you some pictures on kind of how this thing works. But how many of you have done networking before? Anyone? A few, right? Okay. So you kind of have an idea already about the way it works. I don't know how successful you may have been in it in the past, but the past leading up to today doesn't matter. That's the beautiful thing about our industry, is that today is the first day of your new business, and tomorrow when you wake up, it's the first day of your new business. Right? Every day is the first day of your new business, so that's always fun. But there's about 8 different income streams in our company, 8 ways to get paid. Some of them are in the form of bonuses and things like that. I'm not going to go over them all. What I am going to go over is just the basics on how you begin to make money when you first start. And if you do those things, the rest of the money will come. So I'm not going to confuse you guys with all kinds of things. No, there's 8 ways to get paid. And the way this works is, not knowing what companies you guys have been in, there's different types of compensation plans out there. Ours is called a binary plan, meaning you build 2 teams. How many was your previous?
Binary.
It was binary also? Yours too? Oh, okay, great. There's a lot of people I work with in different places that have been in companies that have 5 teams you have to build, or 8 teams. I think Amway. Have you guys heard of Amway? That's one of those 18 companies. I like the binary because you only have to build 2 sales teams. And where I come from on Guam, it's a very small group of people. So chances are people know each other. And if they don't, they know someone who does. So you tend to work together in 2 teams instead of working against each other in 8 teams. You know what I mean? So I love the binary plan. And how it works is this. Every time someone joins your team, you get what is called a commissionable sales volume, CSV, what we call it, commissionable sales volume. Now that is just a fancy word for points. So everybody say points.
Points.
Okay, everybody say points.
Points.
Much better. I do that to make sure you guys are with me here. I'm trying to, someday I'll become a first grade teacher, so I need this experience. Yeah, the points, I'll show you in a second why they're important. But just remember that everybody that joins your team, no matter if you put them there or if someone else did, we all get the points. Now, if you're the person that put them there, you'll get what's called a first order commission. And what that is a bonus you get when someone signs up and buys their first product package. It ranges from $15 to $140. And it's my understanding in the next couple of weeks, these are all going to be going up drastically and permanently. So the first order commissions are going to be a lot nicer very soon. But those are that's the first way you really get paid. Sign someone up and get the first order commission. And then there's points associated with whatever product package they buy. This is how your sales teams look. You right here with your new business, and then people that get placed into your business in the two sales teams. Now, if you look at this, it looks a lot like traditional business, doesn't it? Yeah. You got a company owner up here, maybe the presidents and the vice presidents and managers, supervisors, and then your worker bees down here. So it looks like any other company, really. The big difference is that if you're the janitor in a company down here, are you ever going to make more money than the president? No. No. You may work harder, you may work longer hours, but you will never make more money than the president of the company. That's what I like about networking is that it doesn't matter where you come in at, you have the same potential to earn income as anybody else, and you can earn more money than anybody else. So that's nice, or less money. I don't make any income promises to you guys. There are people in our company that are making tens of thousands of dollars every month. In fact, we have one gentleman in our company, which is only 3 years old, which is already making over $1 million a year. We also have people that have joined up and have made nothing. So it's really up to you. There's no income promises. There's simply opportunity if you choose to do the work necessary to earn an income in. Now, all the points you see in these two teams, that's represented by the product packages people buy. It's real easy to figure out how much money you're going to make by the points that you earn, because every week, we get paid every week, the computer system looks at your two teams, and whichever is the lesser of your two teams that week by points, you'll get 10%. So in this instance, if you had 5,000 points here, 10,000 here, you'd be paid $500. Okay? Now, what happens over here to the 5,000 points that are left over? They roll over to next week, just like unused cell phone minutes. Okay? You never lose your points. You simply just roll them over to the next week until your other team catches up. Make sense? Yeah. So points are good, right? Just rolls over. Now this is what I like. This is my favorite part, and the last part I'll really talk to you guys about today as far as income, and this is a 7-level unlimited matching bonus. This is just a different illustration of the two teams again. This is your right team and this is your left team. What these numbers here represent is how many people you personally sponsored into the business. Okay? So how it works is, once I've got 2 people that I brought into my left and 2 on my right, I am now eligible for matching bonuses on my first and second levels. I do want to define what the levels mean. Anyone that you personally sponsor, anyone, whether it's 4 people or 400 people, if you personally sponsor them, they are your first level. Doesn't matter where they fall out on the tree. Okay? If you sponsor them, they're your first level. The people that they sponsor are your second level. And the people that level 2 sponsor are your level 3. Right? So we're good with that? Okay. You got your first 4 that you sponsored into the business. You're eligible for a 10% matching bonus on everyone you sponsored and 5% on everyone they sponsored. So what that means is, if I sponsor Eden and 3 others, and Eden and all 3 of those make $1,000 this week, then I get a $100 bonus for each one of them. A 10% match on their income. Okay? That's my incentive to help my team in order to make money. Okay? As you grow in the business, sponsor more and more people, meet the requirements to move up in rank, you can reach a point where you can make 30% bonus on everyone you bring into the business, and you can actually make matching bonuses all the way through 7 levels in your tree in the company. So, and again, this doesn't take any money out of anyone's pocket. Eden still gets her money. I just get a bonus for helping her earn income. So I'm not getting 30% of her check. I'm getting a 30% match on her check. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. If you can make 30 cents on every dollar, 30% bonus on someone's income, are you going to leave them alone? Are you going to say, good luck? No way, right? You have a built-in incentive to help your team to grow. And that's what I love about this company, is that when people get signed up, have you guys ever seen where someone gets signed up in a company and then the sponsor's like, well, good luck to you, I'm off to my next person. And then you're left standing there going, now what do I do? Right? No, we don't have that here. So that's kind of how the matching bonus works. It's just an incentive. Now, we would help people anyway, but the fact is you have an incentive to help them out. So support. The support in the company, I think, is pretty cool. We have webinars, conference calls. You got knuckleheads that'll come all the way over from Guam to put on a presentation for you, and that's kind of nice. And the one thing I like the best is how we get paid, because we get our own little Cie Aura credit card, debit card. You get paid on, and anywhere the MasterCard is accepted, you can use. So every week, if you guys ever work for a check, and you have to wait for your check to come in the mail, right? And then once it gets there, you deposit in the bank, and then you can't use your money for a couple of weeks until it clears the bank and that kind of thing. Have you ever experienced those things? I have. If you haven't, then you're lucky, but I have. With the way we get paid, every Friday night at 9 o'clock Philippines time, when they hit the pay button, you'll get a little email that says your Payoneer card has been loaded and what the amount is that you get paid that week, and it's available immediately for your use. Now that's nice, because 9 o'clock on a Friday night is a good time to get paid, because the clubs aren't really hopping until 11. Right? So you can get out and be having fun already. But honestly, we do have the top income earners in the company that are working with our team on Guam, and our team on Guam is moving into the Philippines to help this team here. So that's a nice support to have. We also have conventions. In fact, we're having a regional convention on Guam, June 22nd. And I'll tell you guys a lot more about that as it comes out. Now, a lot of people look at Manny, this little slide of Manny, and think, oh my gosh, Manny's endorsing another one, right? Well, the fact is that Manny isn't actually endorsing the products for the company. Manny is a business partner. A little over a year ago, he got given the same chip I've got on, the sinus and allergy chip, for a sinus problem he had, helped him clear up. So he sat down with the president of our company, who, by the way, used to live in the Philippines for about 5 years. And they sat down together, and you guys know where Smoky Mountain is? No. So, yeah. So you all aware of the conditions that some of the kids are living in? Well, our company's charity is actually called the Malaya House. And it's building orphanage and a church and a school, and I forget what else. But basically to try to help the kids that are living in that area. That's the company's charity. And I think it's pretty cool. The company is in 56 countries right now, and yet our charity is right here in the Philippines. Yes. So that's pretty neat. So at any rate, Manny sat down and heard about this, and when he heard what our charity is, he wanted to be a part of the company. Not like we're going to pay him to endorse. We're not an old company. We don't have the kind of money that it would take to pay a celebrity to endorse it anyway. But basically, Manny gave his name to one of our bands, the yellow one that I'm wearing here. It does the same thing as the other band I demoed with you guys earlier. No difference, except Manny's signature here and Pac-Man here. That's in his signature yellow. And proceeds from this band go towards the charity here in the Philippines at Smoky Mountain, as well as Manny's foundation for fighting poverty in the Philippines. So, pretty cool partnership. I don't know if you recognize all these names, but in the U.S. they're pretty prominent athletes. I'm looking forward to the day when we get some Filipino athletes on here as well. On this slide endorsing, but all of these people again are not necessarily endorsers of the product. They're users, they're builders. This guy, Elvin Hayes, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, actually made over $100,000 in our company last year, doing like I'm doing now, just as a member. So. Always nice to have big names say that they want to work with you. So getting started. One thing I want you guys to understand is that I didn't invite anyone here with the intention of getting you started today. Okay? So pressure's off. What I would like to say is that if you guys see something in this for you and you do want to get started, I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay? And if there's more research you want to do, or how you want to say, if the money is an issue at the moment, you would like to join at a later time, we'll show you how to do that. But I just want to let you know we've come here to gain interest in what we're doing, to kind of start a movement here. For those that want to sign up and get in early, that's great. We'll show you how to do that, but no one's going to be pressured tonight, all right? So to enroll, $49 sets up your business center, your website, your virtual office. On the website, you can send anyone to any products purchased on that website, you get the proceeds, and they will show up on your Payoneer card. So that's pretty neat. Your business center, your virtual office, what that does is that takes care of all of the things that make business unpleasant, in my opinion. My wife and I own a little boutique on Guam. And while we love selling women's clothes, it's kind of fun. And we love the shopping trips to the Philippines to get stuff for the store. But we also have to do our own counting, shipping, receiving, customer service, and that stuff isn't fun. Right? So if you think about this, $49 for a year, and the company does all of your accounting and billing and shipping and receiving and customer service for you. So all your job is to share the product with a friend, like we've done with you tonight. Ask them how they like the effect, and if they would like to make a little bit of money doing what we're doing now. That's your job, right? That's not a bad job to have. Give out some cookies, that's pretty cool. So the enrollment fee is $49, and then the product packages in order to activate your positions. Okay, the less expensive one is $149, and they run up to $1,495. Now, I'm only going to tell you guys really about two of them, because there's only two that are important. This one right here, this is the most popular one in the company. Obviously, most people want to try this out for the first time themselves, see what kind of benefit they get, and this is the perfect kit to do it. For the $149, you get a package of the Rest Quiet chips, the Pure Relief Pain Relief chips, the Energy chips, one of the bands, and 2 sets of the EMF chips. Altogether, that's a $225 retail value. So there's retail value built into everything that we do. Those products come 18 of the stickers in a package. Okay, each one lasts about 3 to 4 days. So you're looking at a 2-month supply of each of those products. All right, so it's a great deal. Get started. Try them out yourself, sample them out with your friends, and get them started. The other ones, it's just a little bit more products for a little bit more money and a little bit more retail profit. That's what it really means. Until you get to this one. With this one right here, for the $14.95, you get a lot more products. And for those who really see this as a big business and want to build it big, it's a great package because you get 3 business centers in the company instead of just one. If you remember the slide where I showed you the tree and there was U at the top, so it would actually be 3 U's there. And so, I want to say, if you were to maximize the compensation plan on one position, it would be $25,000 a week. Now that's pretty good money. But if you have 3 positions, then for the same time and effort, you can get up to $75,000 a week. Okay. Now, no one in the company is making that kind of money yet. Okay, so I'm not going to try to make it sound like, oh, everybody's doing it, because it's just not the case. But for someone that would look to do this for a 3 to 5 to 7 year business, that's a great plan to get in on. So just wanted to throw those down to you guys. That's kind of the differences between all of them. When we talk about momentum, The company is new. It's only 3 years old, but we are already in 56 countries and still expanding. We actually launched into Asia just this past November and December. So it's brand new here. We just opened in December. We opened Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore was in November, Malaysia is open, Indonesia is open, Australia opened last month, and of course we're open in the Philippines. So the momentum is building. By 2014, we're hoping to be a $500 million company, and the people that are seeing this are basically at the ground level right now. This is the Pioneer Squad, and for those that are interested in doing this with us, this is what Marilou and I are doing. This is what we're bringing to the Philippines, and hopefully this is the team we're going to be working with for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. For those that are interested in doing what I want to do, and that's make a lot of money. So the big question to ask yourself is, what kind of person am I tonight? Do I see myself as a retail customer? Just like to use some products? Or do I want to be a retailer, maybe try to sell some products of my own, make a little bit of money? Or do I want to build a team? Choose a product package and build a team and maybe make a very substantial income for myself. And that is, I said, the question to ask yourself. People have a lot of questions for me usually when this is over with. We're going to stick around a while and, just get to know each other a little bit, let you guys ask whatever questions you've got, and help you guys make decisions for yourself. The question I would ask you to ask yourself is this. There will be a lot of questions about the products, a lot of questions about the compensation plan. They work. Okay, the products work. We wouldn't be in 56 countries and be open for 3 years if they didn't. People are getting paid, so obviously that works too. So, ask away all the questions you want, but ask yourself this. Is this something that you are willing to work at to do? Okay? Because that's one thing where people, you may get excited and say, well, it sounds like a good deal right at the start. But if you're not willing to spend a little time doing this, then don't waste your time or money, honestly. We're not out to sign up the entire world like so many out there are. We're not out to just get every single person we can and sign them all up. That's not what we're about. We're actually about people that are serious about building a business, making some money doing it, and working with our team. So I'll leave it at that. And I really appreciate you guys coming and hearing us. We've had a great trip over here so far. It's fun to meet some outstanding people. And those that came in the room on your own, that's great. And those that were told to get here for some reason, that's fine too. I'm happy to meet you all. And that wraps it up for me.
All right.
I'll stand up and take some. I want my wife to share the spotlight with me. So here you go.
Thank you. So, pagpunta niyo dito, and we're very excited to work with all of you guys, whoever thinking, just wants to jump on board. So, we're maraming matutulungan itong produkto natin, and also for those who are interested in earning extra income. So, nandito kami para sumuporta sa inyo. So, Eden, we're working with Eden, and so we're just very excited. So, kung anong question nyo, let us know, and we'll answer as much as we can. This one here, we just started last October lang po. So we've reached the rank of silver. So merong ranking yan eh. Yeah. When you begin, you're at retailers of this stuff. So once you've reached you sign up 2 people, you become 2-star. Tapos you sign up 2 on each side. Dalawang leg yung bibuild nyo, di ba? This is a binary. So you become 4-star. So you move up rank as you sign up more people in your team. Ganyan yan. So there's a compensation structure. So it is available. So if you really want to research it, it's available on the website. So, makikita nyo kung anong requirement na para ma-reach nyo yung goal na gusto nyo. You know, what kind of income. Siyempre, you're gonna set a goal, di ba? Kung magkano yung income na gusto mong kitain. So, yeah. So, mag-umpisa kayo, you just share the product with your friends, you know. So, ang ating dito, if you're interested, mag-sign up kayo as a member, then you can avail the product packages at a member price. And so that's how you get started na i-share niyo yung product. Katulad namin, we share the product with you guys kasi makikita yung resulta, you know. So like you tried it, di ba? And you notice yung headache mo, nag-lessen, you know. And maybe later on, pag sinod mo yung medyo mas matagal, makita mo wala na yung mag-feel mo. Yeah. So, yung isang chip niya, it's good for 3 days. So, like if you have a backache later on, o di, ilagay mo doon. Pwede mo siyang palipat-lipat kung saan mo gusto siyang i-ano. So, that's one thing good about our product. You know, you don't have to take the medicine, you know. Pero we say that it's not going to cure or treat diseases, ha? Hindi to gamot. It's more of, relief, to relieve the symptoms, ganyan yan. But wouldn't you feel comfortable putting on this chip na hindi ma-harm yung intestines, organs mo, ganyan, di ba? So, that's what we like about the product. And we love sharing it with people, especially your parents who are, 90 and 80 years old, right? So they have a lot of arthritic, pain. So yun binibigay ko sa kanila and they feel relief, from it. And so ito nga, paborito ko yung pure relief because every time I have any kind of discomfort, hinahanap ko ka. Well, I make sure I have it.
What's funny too is we can't make claims to cure anything because we're not a medicine.
Yeah.
We don't even. I will never talk bad about doctors because they have their place.
Yeah.
If I ever get diagnosed with a brain tumor, I'm going to a doctor. You know what I mean? But what we try to tell people is if you have minor pains, if you have things that may not be right with your body, is it better to maybe try a alternative therapy to medicine first before you put drugs into your body? I mean, I watched my mom, before she passed away, she was taking 20 medications a day. She was taking medications to get rid of the side effects of other medications. I mean, it was crazy to just watch how, what drugs are doing to people in America today. I don't know if it's the same with the Philippines or not, but, I'm not discounting medications. They're there for a purpose.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes what I see people doing nowadays is this, even in the grocery store you go and there's aisles full of just drugs for minor things. The doctors don't even have to tell you need to take these days. You can buy things for a headache that's not even prescribed by a doctor. It's drugs, it's medicines. But if there's an alternative without putting something in your body, I think that might be something to try first. I would.
Yeah.
Obviously we do. So, doctors have their place and God bless them, I'm glad they're there. But we don't need to run to a doctor or run to the medicine cabinet every time we have a minor pain. There's alternatives there. They're much healthier for you. Now we say we don't cure disease or illness or anything like that, but the fact is, if we help someone lose 100 pounds, how many medical conditions out there are results of obesity, or being overweight, heart disease, diabetes, all of these things. If we have products to naturally help someone bring their weight into a manageable amount, do you think it's going to help with those other items?
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Is the bracelet enough for doctor in any way? I can substitute for a small chip? Or it has a different
Yeah, if you have a bracelet, you normally wouldn't need the smaller chips. Right, you wouldn't need the smaller chips. Now, here's the thing, the bracelet's actually more powerful than the smaller chips. The thing is, not everybody wants to wear the bracelet, or be seen wearing, let's face it, some people are fashion conscious, and if they're wearing, a pink outfit, they wouldn't want to wear yellow pants. That's how goofy it is, right? Because even if it's good for you, if it doesn't match, they won't wear it. Or if you're, let's say, ladies, you're going out on a Friday night, and you want to put on your little black dress and your 37-inch high heels, right? You don't want a big band on your wrist. Put a little chip right here, gives you energy to get through the night, and it doesn't take anything away from your outfit, and no one will ever see it unless, of course, you want them to.
Wearing more chips, wearing more
No, one band is just all you need. I wear two simply for visibility.
Yeah.
So I can show the difference between the Manny Pacquiao and the regular band. All you need is one.
I noticed that you're always wearing the same. Sometimes when I conference with you, even if you're at home, you're still wearing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to wear this,
I always wear it.
Wear it whenever take it off. What is the difference of how do you feel?
You're energized when you have it.
Well,
You're energized.
yeah, how do you say this? I never noticed, once I've had the bracelets on and I've been wearing them every day, right? I don't notice any change in anything until I take them off. When you take them off, you actually notice that maybe you don't have quite the pep in your step as they say that you had. I may feel a little more sluggish, and when I think about it, it's not that I'm suddenly worse off than I was. It's just that's how I was before, and I never realized it.
It's a sense of balance.
It's a sense of
Well,
balance.
it actually gives you endurance, actually. So, like, yung mga tao nagsusumba, exercise, running, and all that, kapag suot mo to, you're able to, exercise longer than if you're not wearing it. Endurance, stamina, like that, yeah.
I work in the building. I'll give you an example. I work in the building.
Yeah,
We don't have any elevators.
Hindi ka malolobat.
So,
You're always
Energetic lang. Energetic lang. Hindi ka malolobat, ha?
in my building, it's a 4-story building I work in right now, and there are no elevators. Being a manager there, I'm constantly up and down the steps of different floors, right? Well, wearing the band, not a big deal. I don't think about it, but it's just not a big deal. I'll tell you what, take it off for a couple of days, which I've done. And you know what? Those flights of steps halfway through the day suddenly mean something. When you find yourself, hanging on the rails and dragging yourself up, it is a difference.
$30.
So when I'm wearing it, I don't feel any eyebrows. But take it off and you realize how you used to feel. You're like, oh my goodness, I felt like this all the time.
Tapos ibibenta mo siya ng $40. This one is 45. This proceed goes into yung yeah. So that's the only difference lang itong yellow band compared to the one you're wearing. Yeah. Pareho lang siyang effect niya. Kaya lang ito is because Manny, we're both helping his cause and also the company. Exactly. So
I love it just that we're in the Philippines and being on Guam. Guam is 40% Filipino. You guys didn't know the ratio there. So, we have a lot of ties to the Philippines right on Guam. And the fact that our charity is here and the Manny Pacquiao bracelet is helping that charity, that means a lot for our business here. People in Germany may not care so much. But in our part of the world where we're doing business, that's fantastic. That's a big boost to your business when you can say that, our charity is right here. The work that we're doing is helping people right here in the Philippines. And then, we've got the highest paid athlete in the world in our corner as our business partner. That's powerful stuff.
So any other questions you guys have on the product?
On the money?
How about on the money?
So is everybody happy with how much they're making now?
No, yung membership ko is $49. Okay. Yeah, we'll write it down. So yung membership niya, $49, right? Tapos yung product package is $149. That's if you want to start on the smaller package. And the shipping and handling is $7.15, I think, right? So ang initial investment po is $205.50. So i-times nyo na lang siya by 43.
8822.
Yeah, 88, yeah. 8, rounded off na lang natin ng 822. That's your initial investment. And, yeah. If the money is an issue right now, you know, you can get started with 49 and you can always order the product package if you want to. Pero, you know, how are you gonna sample it out?
The thing to keep in mind though is the 49, if you sign up for the $49, right, you've secured a spot in the company, but you're not eligible for the commission.
Yeah.
It takes your product package order in order to activate your position. So if you're looking to make money, you need to buy a product package.
Yes.
So it's why we really endorse that. You know, people look at it, 49, but you can't make money. So don't waste your $50.
So basically, this is a good starter, 149, and you get the chips, for the sleep, for the energy, and for the pain. And then also, we have different packages for Philippines. So you can just get started with all for pain, or you want for the energy. Yeah, mamimili kayo kung anong gusto niyo. Yeah. Depende sa inyo yun eh. Kung anong gusto niyo. Well, no, not all the product packages. The 149, I think you can get started with all many bands for the 149.
Different packages. The one that I usually promote most is the one I told you about with a variety, so you can sample different things to different people. The yellow? You like that one?
Which one? No, the Manny band is not part of the, with the chips. It's not part of the, yeah. But you can just get started with all the Manny bands, or, I think, I'm not too sure if it's the other band colors. We have to check the website.
They have black and they have the clear. I'm not sure this is They're actually coming out with a new band shortage. It's going to be one size fits all, so the adjustment. As it is now, they've got different sizes. They've got from extra small to extra large.
Is the weight management available here already?
Yeah.
So for those people na gusto mag-start dun sa weight management, that one is $199. So i-add na lang yung 49, $199, plus the shipping. I'm not too sure exactly because the shipping is the same thing, pero yeah. But yeah, it's a little bit more on the weight management. That's if you want to start. Pero nire-recommend na namin try the other product para meron kang sample, diba? And also for your personal use, you know. Depende sa'yo kung gusto mo yung weight management. Nasa sa inyo yun. Pero encourage yung assorted products.
This is just show us how to go online to access everything done online.
Well, we have a website that you can go to and visit.
So you're talking about to sign yourself up? Yeah, normally whoever sponsors you can do the paperwork.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if you're just now looking at this first time, going the process can be a bit tedious.
Yeah.
So sign up.
You normally work
we
with
actually
your
do is we have an
sponsor.
application with all of your information on it, and then someone who's been in the business can actually enter you into the system and get your stuff coming. The actual website, though, each of us get our own. If you just go to the company website, you can't sign up there.
Yeah.
You have to actually have a sponsor in mind. So, like for instance, for you, our website will simply be at www.davemcconkey.ciora.com. But everyone has their own username. It may be your name, whatever you want it to be. It can be who's your daddy. It can be,
So kung interesado po kayo, we're gonna have an application form, get your information, and also we're gonna need a credit card information to sign you up. Kasi po, individual businesses. So, and yung system namin, it requires a credit card as a form of payment. So yun po ang ating requirement dyan. But we can work something out with you guys also, but we'll talk individually if whoever's really interested in getting started today.
Now we're actually Ethan's been working with us on coming up with alternate forms of payment.
Yes.
As far as how to go about getting secured credit cards, things like that. So we'll have more information to put out to you guys. As we grow in the Philippines, it'll be a lot easier. Understand that right now that's the only authorized means of getting through is via credit card. And being the pioneers, there is a little small price to pay as we get in and work the kinks out. But just remember that the rewards are always greater in the end for those who get in first. Yeah?
Yeah. So, excited po kami na, share sa inyo to. So, so pag tinay na po namin kayo, it's already instantaneous. Once we enroll you. Expires.
Now, one last thing I want to say, guys, too, is for those of you that looked at this and liked what you saw today, and maybe want to see it again or have a friend come and see it, that's where we're going to be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
We're going to be there tomorrow, and just text us kung, that way we can confirm. Kasi we have, that's the one surrender, the condominium over at the Fort Bonifacio. So we have to get your name and number so that we can register you at the board. Kasi hindi kayo papapasukin ng, strict kasi sila sa surrender. Okay, let's see that our this is going to so we're going to have the thing there. So, makita po tayo ng bukas. Isulat niyo yung information. Yeah. So, text us. Later on or tomorrow morning. Kasi 10 a.m. yung ating uploading. So, let us know ahead of time because we want to put your name as a guard, security guard. So, alam po ito. Tapat ito ng ng market. Yeah. Yeah, doon sa yung market, diba? Doon yung
I'll tell you what else, if this is something you guys see yourselves doing in the future, I encourage you to hang around for a while, eat some more food, and get to know some of the other people in the room, because this will be someone we can work with as we build here. So this is the beginning of our team right here.
It's like but text mo sa akin yung pangalan kasi lalagay natin yung pangalan dito.
Rose only lives 5 minutes from there. Or works 5 minutes there.
One of my friends is
sabihin mo mamaya para ilalagay natin yung pangalan dito. Kasi hindi kayo mapapasupin kapag wala tayong
So we're able to get online?
Yes,
I can close it. I do not know. Wait.
So I couldn't get internet.
Pero hindi, yung mga-update sa loob sa China.
Ay, wala, sir, wala yung hindi ka ba
So, mas 45 ka.
ano po ito, sir? $45 yung retail.